That was good. That's good content.
At least my cold cleared up. Welcome back to episode 3 of Hot Seats, everyone. My name is Haja Kargbo, and I'm with our new student coordinator for OSIL, Tetsuo Takahara. So we did have a bit of technical difficulties, but Tetsuo was just talking about his time at Messiah and how he found his way to Albright for his OSIL position. But we are going to move on to the next question. Speaking of your wife, you are newlywed. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You got married in June.
Yes.
I did see those pictures.
Oh,
Fabulous.
yeah.
But some people might not know that you met your wife actually at a student government event. Can you tell us about how you two met and what role she plays in your life now that you've taken on this job?
Yes, for sure. So we met at Messiah, and how it was is that she was the outgoing student body vice president, and I was the incoming student body president. And so really the event that you're referencing was, there was a Student Government Association summit at Taylor, Indiana. And so they were hosting, and so a bunch of SGAs from different Christian universities and colleges gathered there. And so myself, my vice president, herself, and the outgoing student body president, the four of us drove to Taylor, Indiana. We had a great summit, and that's where we really got to know each other. And that's when we started. Shortly after that, we started dating. And to the second part of your question as to what role she plays in my life, well, she's my wife. And we're happy, right? It's been amazing. I've been really enjoying this transitional time in my life about being married. And, that's something you think a lot about before you get married. What's it going to be like? You step over a threshold. And it's been amazing. I'm grateful.
Nice. Now we're going to move on to our third wing, actually.
All right.
It's called Pico Rico. It is 15,500 school units. Just pico peppers. And
Pico peppers. All right, let's go.
Oh, this is a weird wing tip. I'm going to just... I like that one. That one is good. Yeah. Yeah, that was.
You feel it?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
A little bit?
yeah. It's not sitting though, thankfully.
Yeah.
Okay, so moving on to our next question. So anyone who meets you, especially me, I noticed that your culture is very important to you. So how would you say that you and your wife navigate through the cultural differences in different aspects of your life?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think, so for me, before meeting Marianne and coming from Malaysia, I don't think I was really exposed to South Central American culture. So my wife, Marianne, is from, and her whole family are from Colombia. And so there was just a lack of exposure, right? And maybe at times ignorance on both our parts. But I would say navigating that has been a joy, right? I think there's something about when you're so far away from home, so far away from your family and your culture, either you look for it in the place that you're at, right? So for me, it was finding that those spaces amongst my other international Asian students. But then you also have this opportunity to learn what it means to find similarities in cultures that are not your own, but you can find a sense of familiarity with, right? So when we started dating and, we're having these conversations, learning about each other, you started to realize, oh, wow, that's just like how we do it in Colombia, or these are the kind of values we have in Malaysia. And it's amazing to see how much more similarity there is than not, right? And I know sometimes people are like, I would never talk to this person, or I'm so afraid of saying the wrong thing. But I think if you approach it from a standpoint of really just asking each other questions, learning, and you recognize that the person next to you is just a fellow human being, there's so much to learn, there's so much to be enjoyed.
I think that's one of the main things about Albright and its diverse community. A lot of people are from like everywhere. We have international students. We have people from other states. I know for me, my family's from West Africa, so I've found a lot of people from West Africa here, and just in general, I do like the diversity here. You know. But we are moving on to our next wing. It
Okay,
is
number 4.
Number 4. It is called Los Calientes Barbacoa. It
Okay.
is 33,000 Scoville units.
33,000.
That brings us to also our next question. So I have a
Alright.
picture here for for MEMS.
Okay.
Can you tell us what went down at the 007 Disco Ball orientation?
Oh, wow.
Royal Orientation Ball in 2016. Insert photo here.
Okay. Great question. So, this was while I was still in Malaysia, and I was also in, like, basically on their version of SGA. It was called Student Council. And so, one of the 2 big events that Student Council would do at MCKL is to hold, like, a orientation ball. And this kind of serves, like, as a prom, but also, like, for the seniors, but also like as an orientation, like, big event for all the first years. And so this kind of serves a double purpose. And so as part of Student Council, we do a big performance at the end, and this is also where we hand it off to the next incoming council. So that was our performance, and the theme was 007, and we all dressed up. We looked good, and we had a whole dance number. I don't think you'll find a video, but that was the picture of it.
That's too bad. I'm getting ideas for our own student government now. I think we should do that. Yeah, how you feeling? I think this one was really good. I'm not gonna lie. I really
Tastes like
liked it.
Chipotle sauce.
It does. It does.
I really like it.
All right, so we're gonna move on to our next wing. It's called, I cannot pronounce that. Sichuan Gold.
Sichuan Gold.
Sichuan Gold. See, yeah, there you go. And it is 46,000 Scoville units. I mean, pretty color.
Okay, let's go for it first.
So.
Here, we'll take a bite, and then you can ask your question.
Yep.
This is pretty good too.
That's not too bad. So, a lot of people may not know that you are a dual citizen of the United States and Malaysia. How often do you visit Malaysia? And how did you deal with the transition from Malaysia to the United States?
All right, so slight correction there. I'm not dual citizen. I have my green card, but I'm still a citizen of Malaysia.
Nice. Okay.
So I'll speak a bit about my transition as an international student.
Okay.
I think it was definitely a culture shock in many ways. And you know, the U.S. is such a mass producer of media. So everything, even in Malaysia, it's not uncommon to consume, you know, Western film, media, on social media. So coming here initially was like, I was almost like in a movie. Even small interactions in like small tax offices were like, this is a movie scene right here, right? I think it was also, yeah, someone's struggling back there.
Sorry.
I would say I'm grateful that connecting with good people has helped me find a home here, but it really challenged me into like redefining what home is. You know, for the first year or two, home was very much so back in Malaysia. But then towards my senior year and towards graduation, I was thinking, there are people that I've met during my time here that I could not imagine not being in my life anymore, right? And so home suddenly changes a little bit, and home becomes where your special friends are or the important people are as well. And so, you know, I just went home to Malaysia for 2 weeks during the start of classes. That's why I wasn't around when you all came back from interim. And it was a bittersweet trip. I enjoyed my time, but coming back also felt a bit like coming home, right? Because I've spent so much time with Marianne and her family, her parents, and so they've become my home as well. So yeah, so it's a journey. It's interesting.
Yeah, I hope you're ready to build a home here at Albright. You know.
I am. I'll be moving into the Woods apartment.
Oh, nice.
So truly home on campus.
Nice. Great place to live.
So everyone tells me.
Party at Wood.
Party at Tetsuo, party at
All right, so our next wing, we are number 6. It's called the turmeric bomb.
The turmeric bomb.
I don't even know what turmeric is. Never had it before, but I heard it was a time. So, yeah.
You said this number 6, right?
Yeah, this is number 6. Oh, and it's also 69,000 Scoville.
69,000. Cheers.
Over halfway there. So this is my favorite question.
Oh no.
Oh, this is disgusting. So you're a huge coffee lover.
I am.
Can you tell us about the coffee setup at home and where this love of coffee came from? Oh, ew, this is disgusting. Ew.
So for a year before coming to the States, I worked in a specialty coffee shop called Pulp by Papa Paleta in Malaysia. Specialty coffee refers to what is known in the specialty coffee world as part of the third wave of coffee. And basically what that is
I'm so sorry.
You good?
It was disgusting. It's not even the heat anymore. It's the flavor. Like,
it's not that bad. It's okay. All right. So back to your question. I worked there for a year because I was getting into coffee. I was drinking a lot of coffee, but I knew I didn't want to just work at like a Starbucks or something. And there were all these small specialty coffee shops popping up in Malaysia because of the influence from like Australia. And Australia is known as one of the coffee capitals of the world in terms of specialty coffee. Yep. So and since Malaysia and Australia are pretty close, a lot of people go there, spend time there, and they're bringing that culture back to Malaysia. So I had a really great year learning about coffee and all the different methods of coffee brewing. And so now I'm grateful that I've had that time. It's still a beverage I enjoy to drink every day. And so you asked about my setup. I currently have my preferred method of brewing is either with a V60 or Chemex, which are like two filter drip-based coffees.
okay.
I do have my own home grinder. It's a Baratza. And then I use a gooseneck kettle, which is the primary tool in terms of kettles that you would use for filter coffee.
Yes. How you feeling?
Good.
The turmeric was very disgusting. Thank God it's no longer in my mouth. But so we're gonna move on to number 7. It is called Cosmic Disco. It is 103,000 Scoville units. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
Right. So when you look up your name on Google, Tetsuo, right?
Oh.
It brings up hundreds of paintings and artworks of cats. Do you know anything about that?
When you Google Tetsuo?
Yeah. First of all, what is the meaning of your name? Like, let's start with that.
Okay, so the official meaning of my name, Tetsuo, means to live a scholarly or philosophical life. And then my last name, Takahara, means the Highlands. So that's the meaning of my name.
For clarification, when you Google Tetsuo Takahara, you just get
Oh, interesting.
lots.
Just lots of cats when you Google your name. Apparently, I didn't Google this, but now I'm going to have to because I want to see it.
Yeah, so when you first mentioned Googling my name, I thought it was going to be a reference to the anime Akira. And it's like an anime that came out in the 1980s, and it was a dystopian cyberpunk-based anime. And Tetsuo is kind of like one of the main antagonists who goes a little nuts and obtains like telekinetic powers and goes on a rampage. So I thought you were going to reference that.
Oh, okay. So, are you into anime? Do you like anime?
Yeah, somewhat.
Nice.
Okay, we're gonna pause real quick.
All right. So we are on wing number 8. It is called the bomb evolution. It is 135,600 Scoville units.
Oh, wow.
My mouth is already on fire because number
7
was
Cosmic Disco.
just absolute torture.
Yeah, that had a pretty good kick to it.
So
This picture of a atomic bomb is not very helpful either.
So you've been here, your position for about a month now. So what are some things about Albright / the campus that have shocked you?
Here, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to self-inflicted pain for the sake of entertainment.
This is the one
I
that
hope
usually gets people.
you're all enjoying it.
Oh,
Yeah, I taste it.
that's disgusting.
It doesn't even taste good at this point. It's like bitter.
That's disgusting.
Okay.
Oh, great. It's on my throat now.
All right. So that's a good question. What's something that has surprised me or shocked me, right? I would say just how involved so many students are in multiple different things. I think this is the first time I've been on a campus where one student can hold like 5 or 6 leadership positions. So I would say that's the most shocking part.
I agree. There's a lot of student leaders on campus. A lot of people are involved in like about everything. I know I am involved in anything. I'm disgusted right now because of hot sauce, but
This one was definitely a step up.
yeah. Ew.
I'm afraid for my stomach later.
Oh, me too. Yeah, me too.
All right, let's keep going.
Oh, we gotta pause. I don't have another question. I'm blacking out right now. I forgot the question already. Okay, so the next one is you meet garlic.
Okay.
642,000 Scoville units.
Oh gosh,
Mouth is on fire.
it is.
I want to go to bed. I want my mom for once. Home.
Gotta take it out, Haja.
So the next question
Cheers.
is, what are your ideas coming up for AC squared OSIL student involvement?
Take a bite.
Oh man, my face is going numb. Okay, tastes better. It definitely tastes better. Oh man. All right, so plans for AC square, SGA, and what was the other part? OSIL, I think.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
So, as you said earlier, it's only been about a month. I think right now I'm in the stage where I'm learning a lot. I'm listening to a lot, gathering feedback from students, hearing input from colleagues like Katie and Keith. And so I have some ideas they're formulating, but I don't know if I have anything too concrete right now. Also because it takes time to learn the culture of like an institution and how things are done.
Yeah.
And with higher education, change can come pretty slow. But I am hoping to find efficient ways for like certain processes, like SGA, how budget is allocated, and so I think that's a great place to start.
All right. I agree. All right.
All right, this is the last one.
The last dab. They don't even know how to pronounce how many Scoville units is. So fuck
You wanna
it.
put some on?
No. Fuck it. Welcome to Albright. Glad you're here. Cheers.
Cheers. No question.
No.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1.
Cut the cameras.
Wow.
Well,
It tastes better than number 8. That's for sure.
it did. Yeah.
Careful
Well,
with your eyes.
Oh man, I'm trying.
thank you for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And welcome Tetsuo to Albright College. I'm never doing this again. Never doing this again.
I learned in my. I don't think so.
God, whose idea was this? Also, unsweetened almond milk is disgusting.
Woo. That was pretty good.
That was all Grayson.
That was pretty good.
It's okay. I blame Grayson for like everything. All of my problems are because of him. It's okay.
Oh, wow.
Love him though. Great president.
Great job, Haja. Great
Thank
Haj.
you too.
You guys killed it.